Welcome back to the channel. Had a day off, had to have things drying out. It's going to be a long one. So let's get started. Let me show you what happened, where we're at, what we're doing today. Let's get going. I ain't got time to screw around. All right. I did have water seep in up to about here. I have been aware of that flooding issue for, well, ever since I've lived here. I have a fix for it. The fix is on the way. It'll be a temporary fix, but it will allow me to go ahead and finish this in here without having to worry about any more flood waters coming in. I was able, and I'm kind of glad we had that rain because I was able to determine exactly what's happening. It is not anything to do with the water running off. I mean, that contributes a little bit, but all that water was running into that guttering, so that was not the issue. The issue is that is a solid layer of clay out there. Other than what I've dumped on top, clay retains the moisture. Well, when you get 10, 12 inches of rain, it starts flowing this way. So I have a fix for that. What I did is I ordered sandbags, okay? Sandbags are one of the oldest and best ways to stop water temporarily. So I'm going to dig this back out. We're actually going to go a little lower than the foundation. And I am going to have a little trench right in here, but I'm going to sandbag that. 2 layers of sandbags. That will be plenty to keep the water out. It's actually flowing in. It begins right in here. And then it spreads down there. No water came in down there where I put the concrete. So we're going to sandbag this up just so I can get going on that. And then at a later time, I have a better plan for this that will be permanent. We will never again get water. In fact, I'm going to sandbag all the way down here. It's like $30 for a load of sand in my truck. I already ordered the sandbags. These are military grade. You know, sandbags work great. People have been using them for a long time. All right, let's go over what we're doing today really quick, then I got to get to work. I'm going to remove that piece T111, and I'm going to take those back off. We're going to dig this out right here. I'm going to have a wall here. This will be the closet area. It'll come to the sidewalk, and this will be the entryway. So we got to dig that out, pour that a little bit of concrete. I've got my concrete in my truck over here. We're going to get this all taken back off. Most of this gets cut out anyway. So we're only talking a strip about that big anyhow. So I need to take this off right now so I can get this weight machine out of here. It is in my way. I need it out of the way. And we'll get this taken put over in this corner over here. I already got the weights off of it. Millie's full of it this morning. And I'm going to put the weight machine right over here. I already got all my weights and everything off. So, not going to spend a million minutes talking about it. Let's get to work. Oh yeah, I had some good leakage from this window. And the reason why is it was, rain was pouring off of there. But it would go down into these little grooves. You see I got caulk in there now. That's set up. So the caulk on this window, as you know, was the last window I put in. It did not have time to set up, and it was leaking. Well, in between rains, I put that piece of plywood up there to keep any more rain from coming down. And I caulked it in back here. You can see it washed out part of that. But this no longer leaks. That is well set up now. None of these, not a drop of water. It was bone dry. So other than that issue, and that is now fixed, I have a few leaks around this post. I knew about that. I have a leak around this post. I knew about that. I just picked up some stuff to fix that with. Tilly, no. The only other issue is this right here. Needs flashing. And I didn't put any screws down here. So I'm going to fix that. Let's go upstairs. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. All right, what I'm going to have to do here is pull these boards up one at a time. The entire board will have to come up, and enough where I can get my arm down in there to put some screws in. I will also at the same time be installing a wide flashing from this wall that will direct the water further out onto the metal roofing. That should cure all the leaks I have along this wall, which they're not bad, but there are some because of that reason there. So probably have to pull that board up, come on down to maybe here, pull that one up, put a few screws, attach the flashing until here. So maybe only about 3 boards will have to be pulled up. That's not a huge job. I just can't do it while it's wet like this. I have to wait till it's good and dry so the boards don't expand when I pull them up. So, and there's that piece I put over there. There will need to be an awning over the door and window so I don't have this issue anymore with the water. Alright, beautiful fall day. I've yapped enough. Let's get going. Alright, I got that dug out. This is where I'm going to pour concrete for the closet. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing it this way, this was an idea that came later. I'm bringing this out to here. This is where the wall is going to go. You'll see later. So I need to get this poured and get it where it's starting to set up. And that's as high as I'm going to need it, where I got that 2x4, and then, you know, it doesn't have to be pretty, and then I'll just fill in the gaps with dirt. It's just going to be a floor for a closet, so it don't have to be perfect. Alright, first load mixed. I had a few people ask, why don't you do a dry pour? If dry pour worked, it would be suggested by the manufacturers. It is not. I've watched several things where they have tested the dry pours against the wet pours. 2 pounds of pressure on a press, the dry pour broke, and then it all crumbled away. Whereas the wet pour, no. Don't ever do a dry pour. Those are not good. The only time I do anything close to that is if I put a post in. I might pour a bag of concrete in, then wet it down, but I'll mix it in real good. No, dry pour, no. Don't want to do that. You see all these people doing that on YouTube. Oh, it's the greatest thing. Yeah, if it worked, it would be. But it don't work. At least it ain't gonna work for long. It ain't that much harder to add water. Just ain't. I don't care what state you're in. I don't think this is gonna take as many bags as I thought. That's 2 bags, 6 bags, 6 bags, 6. All right, twirl you around, Mr. Gorilla Cart. Should have left my boots on. Oh, well. My hole got shorter. Get on in there. Good enough. Let's go mix some more. Let me jingle pop it. Hold on, I gotta jingle pop it. It's called jingle popping. Look how level that looks already. Just from jingle popping it. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, got that poured. Let it set up a while, then I'll take a board across it, level it out real good, trawl it out. But it'll work, it's a closet. So you're gonna come in the closet here, and immediately to your right you'll have room to hang stuff. You know, it'll just like a standard closet in your house, it'll go back up in there. And the wall will go across there. So I gotta make sure that's good and level when I trawl it out. This I don't really care about too much. I did kind of want it pitched back a little bit for in case it floods. I need to jack some up in there, I see. But that'll work. That ain't how it's going to look when it's finished. These came out really well. A little high there, but I'm not worried about that. That came out really nice. It's getting good and set up now. Alright, now I got to work on other stuff while this is setting up. So I need to try to find something to put up in here. Actually, I didn't get any water in there, and all I did was temporarily tack those pieces up there. Didn't get no water in there, so that has been a problem, but need to do that. I'm gonna take a few minutes break and ended up with 2 extra bags of concrete, 2.5. So I had plenty of concrete. That's all I'm gonna need. Alright, I picked up this Gorilla waterproof patch and seal tape. And I'm going to go around these posts up there and see if that'll solve that issue. Hopefully it's dry enough where I can put this on. It's supposed to be super sticky. Instantly seals out water, air, and moisture. So, got to do that one, and that one. That one didn't really leak, but we'll do it anyway. And you can see I just got a shipment of towels from Amazon. So pretty much ruined all mine. I can wash those just soaked up water, but I got the new ones in the washer because when you get new towels, they don't absorb nothing. You got to wash them first. So let's hopefully it ain't so muddy back here. I can't put the step stool. Yeah, I should be able. I'll take you up there with me. Hang on. Man, that's some of the stickiest stuff on earth. I ain't kidding you. Wow, if that don't keep it out, nothing will. So I got a piece up like this in the back, and it ain't, you ain't getting nothing in there. That stuff is sticky. It ain't pretty, but you ain't gonna ever see this anyway because I'm gonna have there'll be some hardware cloth here painted black. I don't care as long as it keeps the water out. And I went all the way around that, overlapped it so the water will come down. It ain't, wow, it's sticky. I wish the window tape was that good, but this stuff is not cheap. It's like $14, $14.99 for 10 feet of it. But if it works, it's worth it. Man, it sticks great. Not like this. Look at this, man. I gotta get this trim on here pretty quick. Alright, so hopefully that works for this. It didn't leak much. I'm actually gonna run one across this seam here. And then I'm gonna go over there and get that one. Somebody's shooting. And these two, they don't like that. So they think they're safe if they run in here and into these dog houses. I bet you Lily's in there too. Bet she's scared. Rooster don't get scared. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Alright. This is my makeshift don't come in here dog. I think I got that pretty leveled out with the hand trowel. Looks pretty good. Blended it into that mess that I had. Now we just let it set up. Yeah, I got those taped up there. Boy, that stuff's really, really, really sticky. Oh, I thought I'd have me one in here. But I got the dryer going. I had to order new towels, so I had to wash them. Come here, Lily. I guess she figures that the dryer's more scarier than the gunshots. Oh well, I can watch her shows. There she is. Rooster gifted her Red Devil dog, so she's been sleeping with that. That's her new friend. Come here. You got Red Devil dog up here. He wants to watch the shows. There he is. He's watching them. Yeah, she's doing better. She slept all night in here. She didn't go outside for once, and it was pretty good, pretty nice out. She was in here all night. Was you watching the election results? Yeah, I know. Oh, what do we got? Oh, we still got commercials and my noisy dryer. Why are towels making that clacking noise? Oh, I got a hoodie in there. Yeah, because I didn't have nothing to wear this morning when I went to town. Except that old flannel thing. Okay, I got to get back to work. I just can't jack around all day. I got to get to work. Okay, girl? Now. So just to show you, this isn't getting that much water coming through here. See, it's draining down through the deck, but you've got all these loose pine needles up all the way up in there. So if it was getting monsoons of water, those wouldn't even be there, because we just had almost a foot of water, almost a foot of rain, and they're all still laying in there. So it isn't getting that much water up in here, but it's doing its job. I just wish I would have screwed that down over there, man. But it's doing what it's supposed to do. And you can see there I have flashing. I got it above there where the deck meets the joist. And then I also have it there. But the problem is, let me get over here and show you a little further. I'll show you what I know is happening. See, let me try to get this camera up in there more. There's the flashing. So it's dripping off of the porch and hitting that flashing, but it's still staying in this channel. I think I need to make that a lot bigger. Like come out to here where it's coming into this channel. I think that'll keep it away from the wall. But man, it's just where it is. It's really not getting a whole lot of water there anyway. So I just have to see. You can see where that wood's starting to warp where the water's building up on it. Yeah, I put this together when it was too dang hot and cut corners, and now I'm fixing it. That's what happens, but we'll get it there. But I got to get the leaf blower and get all this stuff out of here before I close it in. And that's my this is some sticky stuff. You can even stick this stuff underwater. So hopefully this fixes it. I got a couple of pieces back here. So yeah, I don't think anything can get under that. That's on top of some silicone. It even sticks to silicone. That's some good stuff. It better be for that price. And got that one. Like I said, you won't see this. There'll be hardware cloth or something over this. But I'm kind of, I don't know. All these needles and stuff get in there. I'll just have to make it where it's removable, where I can clean this out every now and then. Well, I guess I'm at a standstill because I can't really do anything else till that concrete sets up. So I like to film every bit of this, every bit of the process. So some days I got more work than others. And today was one. I don't have much, but tomorrow's going to be a long day. And we've got another big rain coming Saturday, so I'm going to want to, I guess I could dig this out. I'm not going to film that. Dig this out. This is where I'm going to put my sandbags. I've got to go in the morning and get a load of sand. Sandbags will be here this evening, or tomorrow afternoon, this evening. I don't know what I'm saying. But this here worked good. The problem was I was seeing once it rained so much, this would fill up in here. And it's coming down the hill, so it has nowhere to go but downhill. And this is where it started coming in, right about in there. And I mean, it really wasn't bad, but I can't have that if I've got furnishings in there. So we got to get that solved, and sandbags will do it for now. And then I think I'm going to dig a concrete trench right here, and it'll be almost level with the ground there, and it'll go deeper. And once it hits this point, it just flows on down, and that's all it really needs to happen. And maybe a retaining wall or something at some point later on, but I'm confident the sandbags will stop it altogether for now. Might even just plant some shrubs right in front of them, leave them there. You know, why take them out? Sandbags last for years. Alright guys, that's all I'm going to do for today. I wish I had more going on, but I'm at the mercy of the concrete. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Happy trails. We're the only one that hasn't been in the movie today. Why didn't you eat your eggs? Because I cooked them too much and they didn't have good yolk. What is that bee landing on the camera for? You're enjoying a nice day, ain't you? Because you were cooped up for 2 days. Cooped up. What are you chewing on? You got some beef jerky? There's Lily. Let's go visit with Lily.